Hi, my name is Terry, and you're watching Terry Tells the Story. Today, we're talking about the ocean-bound sail revolution. In 2026, the global shipping industry is undergoing a transformation that looks less like the future and more like a return to the golden age of discovery. We are currently witnessing the deployment of ocean-bound wings, massive automated solid sails that are being retrofitted onto the world's largest cargo vessels. For decades, maritime transport has been one of the most difficult sectors to decarbonize, relying on heavy bunker fuel that produces more sulfur and carbon emissions than entire industrialized nations. But the solution isn't found in a new fuel. It's found in the ancient force that mapped the globe initially. These are not the soft canvas sails of the 18th century. These are aerodynamic vertical wings made of toughened glass and carbon fiber, standing over 120 feet tall. They operate on the same principles as an airplane wing, but positioned vertically. Sensors embedded in the hull and at the masthead track wind speed and direction in real time, feeding data into an AI-driven navigation system. The wings automatically pivot to the optimal angle to catch the wind, generating massive amounts of forward thrust that allow the ship's engines to be throttled back or shut off entirely during transoceanic crossings. This technology has moved from prototype to industry standard in 2026 because of the fuel-wind hybrid breakthrough. By integrating satellite weather modeling, ships no longer take the shortest geographical route, they can take the most energetic route. We are seeing 750-foot bulk carriers reducing their fuel consumption by up to 30% per voyage. When you scale that across a global fleet of 50,000 ships, the environmental impact is the equivalent of taking millions of cars off the road overnight. The engineering challenge was never about catching the wind, it was about managing it. In high gale conditions, traditional sails would be a liability, risking the stability of the vessel. Modern wind wings are telescopic. They can fold down or retract in seconds when wind speeds exceed safety thresholds, or when the ship is entering a port with low bridge clearances. This mechanical adaptability is what allowed the maritime industry to finally trust wind power for high-stakes, time-sensitive global trade. Furthermore, we are seeing the rise of green corridors, specific shipping lanes in the Atlantic and the Pacific where wind patterns are most consistent. In 2026, ports are beginning to offer lower docking fees for wind-assisted vessels, creating an economic incentive that matches the environmental one. We are moving toward a closed-loop maritime system where the energy required to move goods is harvested directly from the environment that the goods are moving through. This is the end of the era of brute force shipping. We are no longer trying to fight the ocean with more horsepower and more fuel. Instead, we are learning to harmonize with its natural rhythms. The return of the sail isn't a step backward. It is a sophisticated leap into the future, where the most advanced technology is the one that uses the most abundant free resource on the planet. So, the Spanish I'm going to be teaching you today is Viento, cambio. Viento de cambio. Viento de cambio. And what that means is the winds of change. If you like this video or you learned something new, drop a like down below. If you have a specific topic that you'd like to see me cover, drop me a comment. And if you'd like to support this work that I do, there'll be a link to the Cash App in the description box below. We'll see you next time.